Carolina Panthers made a big move, trading up to the #1 overall pick, and they decided to take Bryce Young. Now, Bryce is a Heisman winner in Alabama, had a lot of great pieces over there. Now with the NFL, you don't get a lot of great talent around you sometimes. You don't get a great offensive line. You don't get great pass catchers either, unlike a loaded deck that you had in Alabama. I think he had some pretty good signs, especially that third preseason game. The first two definitely got hit a lot for my liking. Wasn't the best with ball security either, but that last one he had a good touchdown pass, and I think in limited action we saw more of the good in Bryce Young, and we'll see that as more of a slow burn this year. A lot of these rookie quarterbacks, they're gonna have some onboarding process. We forget that a lot of young quarterbacks take time. They do take time to season. They do take time to develop. A lot of quarterbacks even sit a year. They don't just get thrown into the fire that a lot of teams are trying to do now, because they want to maximize what they can do with a quarterback prospect under a cheaper contract before they get a big extension, right? So we'll see what happens. I think Bryce Young has a lot of tangibles, a lot of ability in him to lead the Carolina Panthers. I think they have a lot of nice pieces. I mean, getting Adam Thielen, a veteran wide receiver that still has a little bit left in that tank, going to be a good go-to target, a safe option for him as a talented route runner. I think him and Bryce Young will be developing a chemistry, so you'll look for that this season. And let's not forget that their head coach is Frank Wright. Frank Wright is a really good head coach, really good offensive mind. He's been a backup quarterback, so you know that they know a lot of offensive concepts, and he's going to be teaching a lot of those to quarterbacks. He was in Indianapolis. I didn't think he had a fair shake there, because when he agreed to be the head coach there, he thought Andrew Luck is going to be his franchise starting quarterback for his entire coaching tenure, however long it may be. He only got 1 year of Andrew Luck before his abrupt retirement, and then you saw Jacoby Brissett, you saw Phillip Rivers, you saw Carson Wentz, you saw countless other quarterbacks that the Indianapolis GMs tried to bring in, and it didn't work. And now he finally gets his franchise guy. He's going to tutor him to the best of his abilities, and I think it's going to be a good matchup, because you saw with Doug Peterson what he was able to do with Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville, and I think the same can be done there. They have a lot of coaching concepts that are similar because they were on the same coaching staff, right? So I expect some growing pains for sure for Carolina, but overall as a unit, I think they have some pretty solid pieces. Offensive line is in a work in progress. Kwanu is a guy that was a top 5 pick last year. Wasn't the best rookie year, but had a lot of flashes, so I think he'll build on that this year, continue to progress. Defensively, biggest name is going to be Brian Burns. I mean, he's a very talented pass rusher. I think we'll see a lot more from him this year, sporting the #0 jersey. That's pretty cool swag right there. And we'll see as overall this team grow and develop. I don't think they're a playoff team, but they'll be competitive as well moving forward in this NFC South.